Hey everybody, it's me, Piff, and today I wanted to talk about my coming out story. So, December 8th, 2025 officially marks a decade since I came out to my parents. Prior to then, I had come out to a couple of friends, but not many people. And December 8th, all those years ago, was a night where the LGBTQ plus club at my school was hosting a safe space. So you could bring your guardian, parent to this group. The students could come out in a safe space, having the peers and friends there, and the adults would have the other parents there, teachers, and someone else to help support them and answer questions or intervene if needed. I really wanted to come out this day because it would have been a lot safer for me, and because I wasn't sure how things were going to go down, and I wanted to be with my friends, and I felt a lot safer at school than I did in my own household, so it made sense. At first, my mother decided, yeah, she was going to come to the meeting. And then, when it was like an hour or so before it was time for us to go, my mother backs out on me. She says that she can't go because something came up. And I started panicking in my room some. I was messaging a friend who stayed on the phone with me all night, messaging, make sure I was okay. And I decided that no, I told myself I'm gonna come out today. So I am. And I go downstairs, I go to my mom, and I tell her that I am a gender. At the time, I used the word genderless, and that I wanted to use the neopronouns these or them. And at first, she said, "Oh, Zim, like Invader Zim, the alien?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of. Like, it's a nice, fun correlation because I was an Invader Zim fan at the time." And she seemed cool with it, which was a huge relief to me. Dinner comes, and we're at the table, and out of nowhere, my mother tells my father what I told her, and I wasn't ready to come out to him just yet. I start stammering, trying to explain myself, and my father tells me to shut up. He's really upset. He winds up getting up from the table and leaving for the night. So my mother follows soon after my father with a look of disdain before she left. I was in tears. My younger sibling was there to try to comfort me. My friend I was messaging was there. And I still decided to go to that safe space coming out night at school. So I walk outside with my skateboard in hand, and my next door neighbor flags me down. Told him what happened, and to help me feel better, he played some of my favorite rap songs while we skateboarded to school. As soon as I reached school property, I had friends waving at me from the windows, and a couple of them rushed downstairs. None of them knowing what I'd just been through. They were just happy to see me. I gave some of them a brief rundown in front of our teacher for the LGBTQ plus club, trying not to bawl my eyes out before even walking into the classroom. I managed to collect myself and I go in, and the night's going well. And we get a time to share, anything on our mind. And I share my story. And this time I am just clinging to that desk, looking down because I'm a very messy crier and just trying not to lose it. It was painful and it hurt, but I had so many friends and support where they came and said they'd be there, and they gave me hugs, and like I got surrounded in a group hug. And I even had parents come up to me saying, "Hey, if things aren't safe at home, you can always come home with my kid. You don't need to give us a heads up." Just come home with them and we'll work it out from there. So that night, I saw the best and the worst of what it was like to come out. Where my family, my parents didn't really have my back, my school and my community did. And days later, 3 days actually, my father didn't speak to me. And his first words to me were, "Stop being such a fuck up." And my mother said that she was going to write a letter to the school saying that the LGBTQ plus club was a terrorist group trying to ruin the holidays. I don't think she actually sent the letter. I never heard anything from that. But from then, I knew that I was much safer at my school. I even had teachers trying to use my new pronouns. I was okay with using my neopronouns or the they them pronouns, so I had some teachers use that because they're more familiar with it. And that's my official coming out story. I mean, you come out all the time when you're trans or non-binary, but that was one of the biggest, scariest moments that I had, coupled with one of the most loving moments I had for coming out. Thank you for listening to my story. And to all of you who are within this rainbow community, or you're just someone who's afraid to be your honest self, just know that I'm rooting for you, that I'm happy for you when you have that joy of being yourself, and that there's enough room in this world for us to be who we are, love the people that we love, and just, be happy. Anyways, thank you again. And the friend who stayed on the phone with me all night to make sure I was okay is now my partner of 10 years, and I couldn't be happier and more loved.